Previously on Unranked.
As Blizzard kicks off a new chapter for Overwatch, it's giving players an unprecedented 5 new playable characters to control, so it's going to launch with a bunch of new characters. And so there's a bunch of new characters. So maybe we check this out.
Yeah.
It's the OG. It is the
I'll check
game
it out.
that Rivals has inspired. It
I
is
gotta
free
clear
to
up.
play.
I gotta clear up some space by deleting HighGuard. So let's put Overwatch on there. Hello and welcome
What?
to the 519th episode of the Unranked podcast. This is Christian Humes here with Alex
Jesus.
Tuna Marinello
Hi.
and Tom Caswell.
Hey,
That was the most
Time?
pregnant pause of all time.
Pregnant?
Yeah, that went full term.
Hmm.
Full term.
no C-section
so-
for you.
Hmm. Well, that's how we do.
I don't know what I would do without Find My feature
Oh,
on Apple
sure.
products.
What?
I think I must use it at minimum twice a day.
What?
At minimum. Yeah.
Wow.
I was
I've
just
never
using
used
it to find my. You never use it.
I
Never
use
use
it
it.
for my phone every now and again. I'll have to call out to my home pod.
Phone, AirPods, keys, wallet, remote.
I put
Every
everything
day
in
it's either my phone or my AirPods.
My
No.
keys live in one place now, and I've been pretty good about keeping them there. And my wallet lives in one place now.
No.
And when it's
Everything is-
on me, it attaches. It's a thing that sticks to the back of the phone. So it's like when it's with me, it's with me. Now, granted, you know what the thing is they just have never come up with like a good solution for the tags. Like these tags are like little, kind of
Well, I've got them.
convex.
I've got them on my keychain on a key ring, and I've got
Sure,
them
that
on my
works.
remote because I have the remote. Because the Apple TV remote is functionality wise great, design wise like it's just like a solid slab. It's a
Yeah, you'll
terrible
lose it.
design, and it's so thin and smooth that it will drop between the seats. So I have like a silicone cover, and it has a
Right.
bump on the bottom where the AirTag fits.
AirTag lives,
So now you know
right.
also then when you pick it up immediately if you're holding the remote in the right direction without looking at it. So that has been nice. But and then I also have it in my wallet. And then obviously the AirPods and the phone. I mean every day I'm either telling my AirPods to find my phone or I'm using my phone to find my AirPods.
My phone will slip into the covers of something. Or
Yep.
it'll just
Yep. And I
put
usually
them
sleep with
somewhere.
one AirPod in. So like I won't find it in the morning. It just like
AirPod
rolls
in.
out. So it's very
Sleep
necessary for
with
me.
one AirPod in.
Which I only bring up because right when we went to start, it was like I got the low power signal, my one AirPod I had in, but I didn't know where I'd left the case for the other one. So then I would either have to
Classic.
go so without that, could have been anywhere in the house.
Classic.
You know what I mean?
Hashtag first world problems.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Tom? It's nice to just think about first world problems.
Remember when we just had
when
first
you're living
world
in
problems?
when you're living in a third world country.
and now we're in a third world. Now it's hashtag third world.
Let's talk about Pokemon. Let's get off of that and get on to this Pokemon. Let's take flight into a new conversation. Let's talk about Pidove. Pidove is the bird Pokemon of this generation.
Ugh.
It's a tiny pigeon Pokemon. It's the tiny pigeon Pokemon.
It
Picture
is
a gray
the-
pigeon with a cute
Picture
little
a
heart on its
pigeon.
chest. That's your bird. That's your poke.
Picture a pigeon, leave it there. You got yourselves a Pokemon, apparently.
A heart on its chest. Hey Arnold did it first. Chester had
Yeah,
a heart on his
That's
chest.
true. Hey Arnold
Before-
also made an immense contribution to the world of doves.
Immense.
I would say.
Hmm.
Immense contribution to the world of doves. They're still championing his name to this day.
Yeah, they're doving it down there. You know what I mean?
I'm done.
This is the flying Pokemon of this generation. I think last gen we had the fire type bird.
Correct.
Now
Yes, that was
that's a
last
hell of a
gen.
bird.
That's great.
That's a hell of a
Great.
bird Pokemon.
Take a bird, put a twist on it. It's not that hard.
I mean, first generation, right? With Pidgeotto, it's just a flying type. However, that is like it's setting the bar. That's the standard.
And that's
you have
look,
to have the standard set.
This is the thing about Gen 1 is the reason those designs rock is because there is no expectation. They set a standard. Are a lot of those designs kind of simple in the grand scheme of things? Sure. But they fucking nailed them. And they set the foundation for where Pokemon should go. If you're coming up with something that's more basic than is in the first gen, take it out to the back and put a fucking bullet between its eyes.
Damn.
I fucking hate this Pokemon. It annoys me. It annoys me so much that they just were like, put a pigeon in it. Put a little heart on its beak and call it a day. And sure, we'll throw them a bone. We'll give it flying from the jump. It will be a flying in the first thing. But man, this goes up against any other shitty bird Pokemon. It's getting its ass kicked.
That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. That being said, Tom, it might not surprise you, but it will annoy you. I'm going to defend this Pokemon a little bit.
Oh, okay.
And the only reason I'm going to do that, it's less for this Pokemon, and more just for doves in general.
Oh, okay.
Humans have we've really dropped the ball on the dove.
Oh,
I think I talked about this when we did the Hey Arnold episode, but that wasn't on the main pod. Yes,
the pigeon is an incredible bird in real life.
Yes. Not the dove, the pigeon.
Like you have to separate the art from the artist. I'm separating the pigeon from the
But it is, I mean, it is intrinsically what this Pokemon is, right? It is the pigeon Pokemon.
Yeah, but like, it needs it needs something. Because they even color it like a pigeon.
I know. You know what's funny is Pidgey, it should actually be the pigeon Pokemon, but it doesn't look like a pigeon. It just looks like a bird-ass bird.
It's got a bird. It's a bird with attitude.
Yeah, it's, it doesn't look like any pigeon I've ever seen. Whereas this looks like, it almost looks like the Animaniacs pigeon.
Is this the cover of
National Geographic? Like if you change
Geographic?
the eyes out?
Yes.
But here's my thing. I would just want to bring this up on the main pod. So we only talked about, I did bring this up when we talked about the Hey Arnold episode, but that's in the post show. So most people haven't heard that. But we've really dropped the ball on the pigeons because we domesticated the pigeon.
We did.
Before we had the ability to like easily send messages through the telephone and telegrams and other services, we domesticated the pigeon for hundreds of years. We used pigeons in a symbiotic relationship. They helped us. We took care of them. And the second we got electricity, we said they're rats with wings. They're a nuisance. We hate them. And now they can't survive on their own. And everyone's mad because it's like, oh, they're occupying our cities. They're making things dirty. It's like, we did this to this animal. We took care of it when it was useful for us. And now that it's not,
we are the worst.
We're the worst.
We're
the worst.
I think I've hit a breaking point with learning about the depths of human depravity and what a handful of us will do to maintain power and control. Will just absolutely use and abuse just our worst tendencies, and there is no stopping it. And it will all be dead before we even realize it. Like, it's crazy.
Well, look, Tom,
anyway, Pidove.
I'm watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine right now. And one of my favorite themes about Star Trek is there's always time travel episodes. Like, it just happens by accident. And they always go back to this specific time period.
Like,
and the whole thing of like, the whole thing in Star Trek's history is like, oh, humanity came to the absolute brink of destroying themselves. They became the absolute worst version. And it happens now. Like in 2026, World War III starts in the Star Trek universe. And we almost completely obliterate ourselves. And it's so funny to me while I'm watching this. And like, they went back to 2024, there's the Bell riots. And it's like these company towns that like people are forced to live in. And like the government's like raiding it and extrajudicial killing. And we're like, man, These guys knew exactly what was coming our way in
That's
40
really
years.
actually relevant to something I'm reading now. That's so
It is
fucking interesting.
unbelievable. But yeah, so I feel bad for the pigeon, and so I want to speak, on behalf of Pidove for that reason.
Sure.
That being said, this Pokemon is not in that situation. Tell me about its name, Tuna.
So Pidove may be a combination of pigeon and dove or love. That's it.
Brilliant.
Just referencing the heart motif. Not really a lot of other trivia here. It just says it's based on pigeons and doves with the heart motif added.
What is I didn't look at the shiny. It's just like a blue. It's like they swapped the gray for a bluish gray and the dark gray for a dark blue. Sucks. Pokemon Black and White 2, this very damn. Damn, guys. Even the Pokedex writer was like, I'm not going to bat for this Pokemon.
He's like, this piece of shit.
I've never seen this. All right, Black and White 2. This very forgetful Pokemon.
Oh, forgetful or forgettable?
Forgettable, but like, come on.
Okay.
We know what they're saying. We know what they're saying, Tom.
Sure. Okay.
They'll wait for a new order from its trainer, even though it already has one. Again, just needs to rely on people. Needs to rely on people. Useless hunk of junk. Where are we putting it? Tuna, start us off.
I'm good with all the way at the bottom.
Yeah, it annoys the piss out of me too much to not.
I'm not gonna fight that. I'm in on it, 100%, 100%. It's at least with Mana, you get a psychic type. This Pokemon is no good.
Yeah.
What do you guys do? What do you guys? You drinking? You got?
I am actually drinking. I just finished. Not because of everything we just talked about, just because Brooke poured herself a drink, realized she poured too much liquor, and I was like, "Don't try and pour it back into the bottle."
No, just make a bigger drink.
Just put some of it in a glass, and I will have a drink.
All right.
Yeah. Busy,
what do you got?
busy times, busy days as we unfreeze. Thankfully, it is getting slightly warmer here on the East Coast, and the snow is starting to go away, which is nice. Yeah. I want to give an update on Wonder Man, things I've been watching. I'm going to talk about something I've watched, something I've read, and then games that I've played. That's how it's going to go.
Okay.
Something I've watched. Finished Wonder Man.
Great.
Really, really ends in just a very, very strongly. This is one of my favorite Marvel shows. I think that it's solid in the first half, and it just really... You're just so endeared to these characters, and they're just so well written, and they have so much dimension to them that what is a very simple plot and a simple conflict and a simple narrative just plays so strongly because you're so invested in these characters. And like, I just kind of want to watch more of them. Like, I really hope, whether we get another season, I just hope these characters continue to exist. Highly, highly recommend. Episodes are super quick. They're only like 30 minutes. Really, really loved Wonder Man. Thing I've read, or a thing I'm reading. I started a book called Techno-fuedalism. And the Death of Capitalism. This is by former Grecian Minister of Finance, Yanis Varoufakis, basically talking about how capitalism has died, and in its replacement, we are living in essentially a technological feudalist society. It's written from the perspective of him writing to his father to explain to his recently deceased father like what is happening and like the direction that we're headed in the world, which was why
I did the audiobook for this last year.
It was so funny. Did we talk about it on the pod already?
I maybe briefly. I mean,
Sure.
I tried not to talk about everything
Does he
because it would
narrate
have been
it?
annoying. Huh?
Does he do the
Oh, I don't.
audiobook?
Not at least not the version I listened to.
Sure.
'Cause that at least the one I had on Libby wasn't that wasn't a
But
Audible or anything like that.
it walks through the kind of many iterations, like how we moved from feudalism to capitalism, and now how we're reverting back. Why capitalism has died? Why this new iteration of it is what it is? It just has a lot to do with the fact that, especially one of our news stories, we don't own any of our data. Our entire digital identity is not owned by us, and we basically pay into owning our own digital
Sure.
identity.
We
So
rent it.
it's very fascinating. This guy is, in an age of people like the stupidest people on the planet, talking their asses off every day. It's really nice to read someone who's like literate and can like form a cohesive thought. And so, yeah, very fascinated by it. Things that I've been playing to round this little Tom section out. That Nintendo event I went to a couple of weeks ago, I can finally talk about the last thing we played at it, which was Pokemon Pokopia, the Minecraft / Animal Crossing / Viva Pinata Pokemon game. This is the one where it is a Ditto that has taken on the shape of a human. So it's like looks like a beady-eyed human and can morph its various appendages into different Pokemon so it can do moves. And it's cute and cozy, and the big thing is you're creating habitats to attract new Pokemon so that you can then learn their moves, to do new things, to build new things, to attract new Pokemon. And look, these games are not my jam. And when I was playing it, I just was like, just give me a gun. Like, let me shoot, let me kill something.
Sure.
So it's not my jam, but I do think that for people who are into these kinds of games, they will enjoy it. There's tons of personality to it, which is something I found from the jump. And I did find the concept of the habitat building. So it's like, if you place 4 grass patches near the water, a Squirtle will appear. If you place a tree with 3 grass patches, a Bulbasaur. If you place...
That is like a very simplified version of Viva Pinata.
Yeah, and obviously we jumped a bit further in and saw a bunch of like way more complex habitats, but still I think obviously gonna be for babies. And so... yeah, I think that this is going to be a game that sells very well, and people who are into it and children are going to very much enjoy it. Just not for me, especially with the fucking amount of games that are coming out. Holy shit! And they just dumped a whole new batch of them on us. Played some Overwatch, and I would love to hear your lads' thoughts on your minimal experience with the game. Chris returning for the first time since the original. You never
Alex's
played any
run.
Overwatch 2, and then Tuna's first
Yeah,
time ever.
I want to hear Tuna's impressions first, just because like I might have something to add to that from having played it before, but I'm curious to see what he thinks. Like,
I don't know.
don't
I
give us too
thought,
broad a review.
yeah, I mean, I thought it was okay. I gotta be honest, with these kinds of games, like when we played Marvel Rivals, I had fun.
Mm-hmm.
And when we played Overwatch, I thought there was a lot of bullshit moments that happened, but I attributed that to me playing it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess I don't know, man. I just don't understand the hype around these games. I
Hell yeah.
like these types of games. I just don't get it. I never want to play as a support character ever in my life. It's
Mm.
never something I would ever want to do. Um, there was one move that was the shield, like a wall
No, from the
shield
tank. Yeah,
from a tank that just
Domina.
kept popping up, and I was like, this is so annoying. Like it happened, like they were able to put it up too often, and
Mm-hmm.
I was blocked from shooting anybody. And obviously I don't know the maps well enough to try to get a different angle on
Mm.
them, shooting them. And then I found like just playing as a character that I thought was pretty good. Like I was playing as the quote Master Chief new character. and like it took forever to kill a tank, and I'm like, this isn't
Well,
for me.
that is what the
I
tanks
get
are,
it. I get that that's what a
right?
tank is, but that's just not fun to
Sure.
me at all. Like at all, not fun at all.
Yeah.
And to top it all off, our team was not coordinating shit.
No.
So that
It was
like
all kind
also
of.
When
attributed
Noah
to
joined us for a couple quick matches, it did help. If we had a fifth,
Shout out to Noah Reno,
if we had a
long
fifth,
time listener.
it was very last minute. That if we had a fifth, I think we would have
Well,
maybe won a match.
I don't even
Probably
think we
not.
necessarily need a fifth. I just think more time with the game, more understanding of how it works. Like, yes, the tanks get to put up shields. Part of the game is like figuring out how to circumnavigate those.
yeah. I think you just get rid of the shield. That's just annoying. It's just annoying.
A fundamental
It's
element
fucking
to
annoying.
the game.
Absolutely
just get rid
annoying.
of it.
Just get rid of it.
Look, I mean, I'll say this to what Alex is saying, right? Is I didn't really notice the shields as an annoying thing until he brought it up. And which it turns out, like Noah brought up, like, oh yeah, this is why it's 5-on-5 and not 6-on-6, because people would have
it
two.
used to be two tanks back in
it'd be
the day.
way too many. Now that sounds annoying. But like once Alex pointed it out, I definitely was kind of annoyed with it because there was a bit of like, well, I have the tank who takes forever to kill, and I have the shield that we have to break through. So having both of those to contend with is sort of annoying. But we had a shield guy. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I feel like, and then this is where I feel like I hear what you're saying, Tom, is like it's kind of like you need player IQ, right? You need a high
Mhm.
game IQ.
Mhm.
And it's so like in Dodgeball, right? We have a new guy on our team. This guy Kathar. He's great. He's awesome. For someone playing their first, he plays tennis. So he has a really strong arm and he's very good. Like he's just like athletic. So
Okay.
that already just makes you a better player. Like you can Dodgeball has like a very low like entry point. If you're athletic, you can at least just be good from the get. But there is a like player IQ of like, oh, I know who, other than new people, 90% of these people, I know who is good. Like I know who to throw at, who not to throw at by myself, when to throw at them. I know certain things like, and I was talking to my friend Aileen, who's a captain, and I was like, one thing we need to explain to the new people is the first people you should throw a ball at in the game of Dodgeball is not the best people. A lot of people's instinct is to get the best person, like the best people out first, so then you can deal with everyone else. And it's like in your head, you're like, oh, that's better because like the bigger targets are gone, and then you can focus. But what happens is there's inevitably going to be a catch. And if they get a catch, then they get their best people back in immediately. So what you actually want to do in Dodgeball is get the worst people out first, because then if there's a catch, they're not getting any fucking help. If you could front load, their respawns with shit players, then they're in a bad position. And it's like when we're playing this game, I can't tell what the fuck I'm looking at still. There's too many things going on the screen. I don't know who the characters are. And so Alex is talking about like how much time it takes to take down the tank. Unless the tank is like clearly visibly like one of like the giant dude, which it isn't always the case. Some of the other characters are pretty big.
Some of them, yes.
I don't know who I need to target. And then it's like, is the tank the guy we go for first, or should we actually be trying to pick off other people first so we can like overwhelm the tank?
Definitely getting rid of supports.
So this is like
really
it feels like it's partially like a strategy understanding of the game that I don't have. I feel like Alex might understand that fact, and he just like what I take from Alex is like that's just not how he likes to play games, right? Because in Halo, Alex is very good because you're a lone wolf. You're a lone wolf.
You're a lone wolf. Oh yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, so there is a lot of
Alex's forever play style has always been lone wolf. Even in the Left 4 Dead game, Tom, we would play Left 4 Dead, and I'd look up, and Tuna is just booking it to the safe house. Like we're all still fighting shit off, and Alex is like, "Well, I saw an opening."
Well, there are. Yeah. Look, I'll say this about the game: there are characters that are built for, hey, do you want to go behind enemy lines, get some shots off, like get them from the side and then quickly come back and come in and attack from the flank. Like, there are characters that can lend to a lone wolf kind of playstyle where Tuna can just do his own thing and enjoy himself. And that's part of the thing is, just you need more time with the characters, more time with the game itself, and understanding the rhythm and flow. Because I've played quite a bit over the last few days because I'm doing a feature around the update for work, and like I'm at the point now where I'm starting to see the Matrix. And as Noah pointed out, he's like talking about, he's like, you know when you're good at the game when you're dying less. And I literally won a match where I didn't even die once, and it just feels so good to dominate and be like taking characters out and being able to synergize your own moves, and at the end of the game get the endorsements because you're the person that like led. Like I was playing as the new tank character on that Route 66 map, and like just carving a path, making sure, and like at no point did this objective that we had to push even stop. And so I'm starting to get that, and then once you get to that point, then it becomes really juicy and you just want to keep playing. But it totally makes sense that this is the kind of initial reaction to it, especially after it being out for 10 years. You're playing against people that played for a long time.
When Noah joined, and it was our last 2 matches also, so it makes sense that we did we did a better job in our last 2 games. That we just progressively did do better in this game that people have been playing for decades. The fact that we got slaughtered each match in our first hour playing it is like, what did you expect? When I switched to support, I felt like I was actually doing something in the game. And Alex was getting a lot more kills because I was like, well, he's just going out on his own. So I just tried to find Alex and heal him the whole time.
And then here's the thing, Tuna, so that you understand.
You were cleaning up a little bit. You were cleaning up a little bit.
He was doing good. There are also support characters. Like, a lot of the support characters are not just like healed people. Like, there are some support characters that can do big damage, and almost to like a DPS character. I can't
remember who I switched to, but the one that allowed me to switch between the gun and the healing was the one that I liked the best.
That was Mercy.
That was Mercy. Yeah,
all of them will have the ability to do some damage. Mercies are really solid. Honestly, the original heroes are still one of the really great things about this game is there are very few heroes I would say that people don't play as. Like, usually pretty much every character has some worth that it's bringing to the table and has something about their gameplay that people enjoy. So that's one thing the game has going for it, is when a character comes out, it usually is a part of the whole roster. But yeah, I think it's just a case of playing around with the different characters, getting a feel. I think there are some support characters Tuna might enjoy quite a bit. If he were to try them out.
Like that cat. I got to try that cat out.
Jetpack Cat does insane shit. There are so many clips online of, like, there's that character Diva that is the tank, the big robot, like looks like the Spider-Man, Spider-Bot, Spider-Verse robot. And its ultimate is the character inside it can eject and propel the suit forward, and the suit goes off like a bomb, and then it can call in a new suit. Jetpack Cat does this thing where it can carry its players around. So this cat will just pick up Diva, fly her into the sky, and literally, like a nuclear bomb, just drop him on.
That is pretty cool.
On players. So definitely I would recommend trying that character out before it gets nerfed, because I have a feeling it might.
Which is too bad, because I like playing as Mercy, but I kept getting rocked by that cat, so now I'm like, oh, maybe I'll say this, I want to give it another go. I don't know, and that'll tell me if I want to try it again. I enjoyed that game far more than I ever enjoyed a single one of our matches of HighGuard.
Ooh. Yeah.
Ooh.
And I gave HighGuard 3 chances,
Sure. Yeah, we did. We gave it a solid
3 strikes, you're out.
Sure.
That's how it works. I don't know. Well, I'm down to try it again, but it is just like I don't think we'll ever get very good at it, because with the way our schedules work to coordinate and play enough, but it's fun in the meantime. And there are a lot of games that are available and or coming out, a lot of things that are like more single player focused or indie focused, where I'm like, oh, well, I can be playing those and then like we can get together and play this for a little bit. I guess if we're going to kick the can on starting Halo until the remaster comes out. That being said, we actually should do Reach. We should play through Reach together before that remaster if we're going to go chronologically.
If you're doing it definitively, it is the one to do first, for sure.
So
yeah, I mean, I think we should do the definitive playthrough for sure.
Yeah. So I'm down to do this a few more times. I think I do want to do Halo Reach. And then when we finish Reach, we can come back. We can come back to this until the next Halo, maybe. Or maybe there'll be something else we can play. That Long Walk game looked cool. I don't know if you saw that. I know that's been like out on Steam.
Isn't that the Clay VR? No, Midnight Walk. That's Midnight Walk. What's the Long Walk?
It's like it looked like an open world. Like I mean, it doesn't look. I wouldn't say it necessarily looks like Friend Slop, but it is.
Oh, it was.
It is like we are in this open zone.
Is it with the ducks?
A Long Walk, yeah. But the ducks look like almost they're made out of clay.
Yeah,
Long Walk,
like
the
Pingu.
book by Richard Bachman.
No, that's. Oh no, that is called A Long Walk. Yes.
This is called this is A Long Walk. The video game, not the book. But that looked neat. I don't know. There might be other stuff we could do too. But I am down to do it again. It did I did keep bringing up Marvel Rivals, and I did make me think like, do I just want to play Marvel Rivals again? Is that actually what I want? I don't know.
I like that game a lot. Look, here's the other thing. Marathon is right around the corner.
Is it?
Right.
I mean, it is.
Is it going to be good?
From what I have heard,
of
people that have play tested it since it went into hibernation, is that it is a big improvement over where it was. I think this
here's the thing, though. If I said it's something good and they say it's a lot better than it used to be,
sure,
right?
Versus
like if I said it's something good and the response was, "Oh, it's awesome, you have to play it." Those are two really different responses.
1000%. But in this day and age,
it's a lot better than it was.
Like if Bungie just has enough time to get it out there and it has a solid enough foundation, to excuse them to improve it in a similar way to where Overwatch is now, where people are actually kind of really happy with where it is, and it just, it takes a lot of feedback from the audience for these kinds of games to dial it in to exactly where people feel like it's working for most people. I think Bungie is going to have enough of momentum for that, and who knows, it really might even launch in a really good state. And it's a Bungie game. It's designed for 3 people. It'll be launching, so we'll be on solid ground. I think there's a good shot that could actually be a game that we, actually enjoy and not commit, but is our game that we check out.
Is it $40 or something?
I don't.
That's my problem here. I don't know if I want to spend money on that game.
Sure. Is it $40? Yes, correct.
And it's on PlayStation and PC, or is it on Xbox? It's not on Xbox, right?
No, it's not on Xbox. Yeah.
I don't know, Alex. Are you going to be able to play a first-person shooter on a PlayStation?
Hang on, let me see. I might be wrong about that. No, it is on Xbox. I apologize.
Okay.
It's on Xbox. Yep, it's on Xbox.
What's the price?
$40.
Okay.
I would also assume if Bungie's doing it, I'd be surprised if it didn't have legacy controls, because Destiny still does. So,
sure.
I think yes. It will. Anything
That's a good point.
that you can do a Destiny. It's the same engine, so
Man, it's just the people that made HighGuard made games like Titanfall. And that was a great when that
I
was
love
announced,
Titanfall.
the reaction Alex and I had at first was like, "Oh, this looks interesting." Like all these weird genres. And then we realized it was a hero shooter, and then we were like, "Well, we'll probably play it a little bit and then never play it again."
Mhm.
But we were like, the shooting should be good because it's people that made Titanfall, and the shooting wasn't
Mhm.
good. So now I'm
No.
like, will the marathon shooting be good? Are the people that
Well, it
made the
is.
shooting in Destiny good still at Bungie?
Titanfall 2 is one of the best campaigns I've ever played.
It's
Yes,
so fucking good.
I do
Is it?
think.
Can you do that co-op?
I don't know.
I don't
don't
think
think so.
so.
No.
That's too bad. It's
Yeah.
too
Yeah.
bad. We would have done
Mhm.
it. That's true. We would have done it if you could.
Yes, I do still think the people that make the shooting good are still at Bungie because Destiny still plays very well today, and it is using the same, and it's also
Yeah, it's using the
a
engine.
Bungie game.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I think that game will feel good. I'm more
I mean, look, from a
concerned.
visual style, I'm very into it because I did complain recently about all the service games looking the same, having
Sure.
that. So the fact that this has its own it's very stylized.
Mhm.
I mean, that does have me interested.
Yeah, I think that it will play well. I think it will look great. I think that my biggest kind of question mark is it building enough, and is there enough there to keep people coming back to it? That's the question, right?
Yeah.
But either the gameplay needs to be strong enough to fulfill that need and desire of I just want to play more, or the kind of the looting and shooting loop needs to satiate that. And if you have both, then you have a hit. Then you have a game that's going to last. Because it's also obviously being heavily marketed and pushed by Sony and Bungie. So yeah, we'll see about that. We shall see.
Yeah. Hey, what are you gonna do? Tuna, what's going on? Delight us with a tale.
I don't really have much to report on. We played Overwatch. We played Walkabout Mini Golf. Good as a
I'm
game
unlocking
as
everything. So we're replaying
Right.
all the courses, which, by the way, has been fun because it is forcing us to go through all of them again.
Yep. Yeah. I
They just put out a new one we're going to play tomorrow.
didn't put out a new one.
Well, new little big mode.
Okay. Yeah.
The giant mode and the mini mode of Mount
Yeah.
Olympus
New little
are now
right.
available.
New
Which
little
is
big
interesting because Mount
Noodle
Olympus
big mode.
has maybe the biggest courses in the game.
Mode. Yeah.
Maybe some of the biggest greens in the game. I'm
Mhm.
trying to think what maybe has bigger greens than Mount Olympus. It's hard to come up with many in my head. I think there's one huge one on Alice in Wonderland. There's a couple really big ones actually, 'cause you shrink. But that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
What are you and the missus watching?
We were watching some Olympics. The curling was
Okay.
good. I watched the mixed doubles curling.
Mixed doubles curling.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Okay,
It
sure.
was some good shots. We started School Spirits season 3, but Britt wasn't really feeling it, so I ended up watching it on my own. Pretty good.
Yep.
I mean, not as good as seasons 1 and 2. That's all I got. I don't
Okay.
really got any. That's all I got. Not
Okay.
really doing much.
Great. Love to hear it. Did you watch Super Bowl?
I did. I mean, it was boring. That's why I'm not really talking
It's
about
a
it.
boring game.
Boring game, and I thought the commercials were really boring. And yeah, I mean, Bad Bunny was good.
That's true.
I mean, it was fine. It was a fine night.
It was a fine night.
Yeah, I mean, no, it wasn't that good. It was it was just kind of really boring. So
I agree.
and I think people expect a little too much out of the Super Bowl, the halftime show, the whole thing. It's like you're expecting this extravaganza, and it's like a fucking game. It's a game and a show that was put together in a few months. So
A few months?
probably 6 months, maybe. I mean, when did they pick the person doing the Super Bowl?
Well,
Nah,
they
it's
start
probably a 3 month
they start
production.
coordinating with them over the summer because like Taylor Swift like basically said no. Like they were trying to get Taylor Swift because the thing is they don't pay the artist at the Super Bowl. They don't even pay for the sets. The artist has to pay for everything. So like not only is like Bad Bunny there for free, he costs. That's how this works. But then he gets all these. They make their money back in endorsements and deals and this, that, and the other. But from what I
So, wait, so if
understand,
you're
Taylor
so
Swift's camp
okay.
was like, "You want my songs, pay me," kind of a thing. Like, what is this? This is insane. Kind of a ridiculous thing. Um, but that Bad Bunny, I think, probably back in September, maybe it was announced. Probably around the start of the season, maybe a little later. Maybe it was like October. But there's no way they're putting that together that quickly. It's probably like a 6 month process.
All right, so there you go, 6 months.
And it's great because then if you go to the Super Bowl and you spend thousands of dollars for your seat, you can't actually see the halftime show unless you're looking at a jumbotron because you have all this high grass.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen clips from the game of people's perspective of the Super Bowl halftime show?
Yeah, I'm
They're
sure.
just
Yeah.
they're just seeing grass and they can kind of see people's heads bobbing around sometimes within the grass maze, but they mostly couldn't see what was going on. So everyone's
Mm-hmm.
just staring
Looking
up
at the
like with their necks
jumbotron.
bent back. Yeah, like
Yeah.
like someone's got like a TV that's too high above their fireplace or something. And
Mm-hmm.
they're all just sitting in the front row of the movie theater at the Super Bowl for $5,000. It's quite an experience to be there, I'm sure. Those commercials sucked.
Yeah, it was really
Yeah,
bad.
it's crazy. I thought I'd give an update.
Okay.
So last week in a post show, we started the Fantasy Olympics League, and quite a few medals have
Oh,
come
okay.
in.
Oh, yeah. I didn't
Quite a
pick
few
Norway,
medals
so I'm screwed.
have come in. Um, let's expand all picks here and go over everyone's teams. So I picked Australia, Germany, Hungary, Netherlands, and Norway.
Mm-hmm.
Alex picked Canada, Switzerland, Great Britain, Croatia, Slovakia, and United States. And Tom has picked Canada, Switzerland, Germany, and France. It looks like US, we are underperforming this year.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, every single one of Alex's teams is currently underperforming. Croatia is dead even with what is expected. So the current standings are Alex with 24 points. Oh, sorry, 55 points, which consists of 24 gold medal points, 22 silver, 9 bronze. Tom in second with 64 total, with 33 gold, 22 silver, 9 bronze. I don't know why I can't speak. Maybe I'm having a stroke. And me with 89 total currently, 51 gold points, 28 silver, and 10 bronze. I'm sure these numbers are going to shift. Something that was interesting is they gave us like a projected score, and I was projected to lead all the way up to the end and then end up in third place. And it showed me with a healthy lead. So that must have to do with what sports are played when in the Olympics and which ones certain countries are expected to win more or less at. So this could be a very like late end of Olympics shift in the scoring. But right now I do have a pretty healthy lead. You two are kind of neck and neck. So there's that. I started watching, I watched a couple things. We caught up on the Pitt. I don't know if you guys
It's
watching the
good.
Pitt season 2. It's very
Yeah,
good.
it's
I haven't
very
watched
good.
any
There's
of it.
some the acting from the regulars is really, really good. The
Yeah.
acting from some of the patients in some scenes is not very good.
Yeah, there were
That's
one or two of those I
medical
Also,
drama
noticed.
television, baby.
I
yeah,
noticed that a little bit, yeah.
and also like some of the PSA side pieces are like kind
Sure.
of really annoying. Like I get like we don't need a P. I just feel like we don't need a PSA on every little thing. And when they do the PSA, it's almost as if I am watching a commercial. Like
Sure.
it is
No,
almost as
no,
if the
I
show has
I agree.
stopped. The show has stopped. We are doing this PSA for
This
30
is a
seconds.
vignette.
Yeah, here's a
Yeah.
vignette. Here's a little commercial for 30
Yeah.
seconds. Now back to the shit. Back
Yeah.
to the pit. It's like, what the fuck? Like, come
Yeah.
on. That
Like
part to me
like
is
there's like a scene, it's like this scene was brought to you by Gynecologists of America, and then like it goes back into the main show. Like
Or like there's this
they
part where
step
it's
into
like,
the room,
yeah,
the light
or it's
shifts.
or it's like it kind of, so this
It
one
does.
guy
It
here,
does.
this
You're
isn't a
not
spoiler.
wrong. I did catch that once or
This isn't,
twice.
yeah, this isn't really a spoiler, but it's more like there's this guy, he gets into it, he gets sick or something. He's in the hospital. He doesn't have health insurance because he works two jobs, right? He works
Mm,
two jobs, but he doesn't have
this
health
one, yeah.
insurance. And the daughter doesn't know that. So like he's talking like, "Oh, how am I going to pay for this?" And the woman comes in and goes, "Well, for people who don't have health insurance, here's what you can do, and here are your options. And if you don't have health insurance, you can choose. We can." And then the daughter goes, "Dad, I started a GoFundMe. What's GoFundMe? GoFundMe is like, that's literally like this 30-second scene in there that you're just like, oh, come on, like, all right."
I get what they
Like
were going for. I think it needed another pass. I do get what they were
what they're
going for.
going for is they're trying to show like
Trying to
all
shine a
these,
light.
but they're shining a light on a whole bunch
Shining
of
a light.
stuff. They're
Yeah.
shining lights on child abuse. They're shining lights on abandoned babies. They're shining lights on
Well, that's what this show is, right? Because this is what they run into in
right,
the ER.
but it is, but that's fine. But the way that it's presented is
Yeah.
literally the way you're saying it, almost, where like the acting goes from like I'm watching a TV show to it's one of those like Colonial Penn commercials where it's like, honey, what are we going to do? Bob died last week without without life insurance. Without life insurance? Do we have life insurance? Oh, I meant to call. We better call now. Only 5 cents a month for Colonial
When you said
Penn.
that, it made me think of
Like,
the AC commercial. I'll call now.
right, I'll call now. It's like that's what it's like. All of a sudden, we're watching the pit, and then we're watching a fucking commercial. Like that's what
Sure.
it's like.
Sure.
It's you're
You're
almost
not
ready for
wrong.
one of the
You're not
actors.
wrong.
You're almost ready for one of the actors to turn to the camera and say, "If you know a family member without health insurance, please call." Like,
Yeah. You're
what
not
the
wrong.
fuck?
We also watched the second season of the Squid Game like reality competition show.
Oh, how was that? I didn't start that.
It's not so I think so it's better and worse than the first season. I think the
It's
first
better
season
and
was actually
worse?
like pretty good. And then they get to the final game and it was literally that annoying never-ending rock paper scissors thing that they did. And it was just like this big wet fart of a final challenge, which like
Uh, uh,
sucked.
yeah, I agree.
They have a much better final challenge this time. It's
I
really
also
good.
okay, good. I also didn't like. I mean, this is the nature of the game, but I also didn't like who was left. Like
Okay, so
who at
there's
the
that's the
final
bigger
was
problem
like,
this season,
"Ooh,
by the way, is
oh no."
it and this does feel like just a part of making this show that is just a reality. And like when you have to cast 456 people, you're
Yeah,
gonna have a lot of stinkers. You're gonna
yeah,
have a
you're
lot of
gonna,
fucking
yeah,
stinkers in there.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
they should consider bringing it down to like 100 people. Call it 1 versus 100 or something like that. Make a
sure,
show
sure.
like that. But because then they could trim the fat a little bit. You could still do all the same games. You just eliminate half as many.
Hmm.
The numbers just change during the eliminations. But yeah, every time
Okay,
there's an elimination, we were like, all right, well, I guess we're rooting for these people now. And then it's like, all right,
right.
well, I guess we're not to. And then when we got to like the final five, I think we were like, I just
I
don't
love
want
also
that
how
person to win.
like
Is where we were. It was like
I
I
think
just
it's
don't want that one to win.
I think it's so funny that the winner from the first Squid Game won one of the highest game show prizes and like no ever on TV, and no one even
Zero
who
cultural impact from it.
who yeah,
Yeah.
no,
That
nothing.
being said, not the highest, as we
I said
know.
one of.
Yeah, no, I know. In my head, I was like, it's got to be the highest, and then I was like, no, not.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, it was whatever. But like, we're kind of caught up in everything. And I got to tell you, man, Deep Space Nine. I'm in the fourth
okay.
season. Worf has just shown up from
Yeah.
Next Gen, and Next Gen's the only. So like, I've watched bits and pieces of Voyager and the original, but Next Gen's the only one I had ever like of the originals watched through. I've actually watched all the new Star Trek things that they do. But damn, this is good.
Yeah.
It's really good now, especially with Worf
Hmm.
on the scene because I got my boy from Next Gen here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really good. It's
Yeah.
very, very good show.
Hit me with a unsnacked really quick. Are you able to do that or
Mm.
no?
Oh, Tuna, I would love to hit you with an unsnacked. Do you have a preference for the theme?
No. No.
Grab a can, grab a bag. It's delicious, not nutritious on the snack.
So I tried the egg salad sandwich from 7-Eleven.
Oh shit, me too.
So here's what I will say.
Yeah.
I thought it was good, right? I
Mm.
didn't think it was as amazing as you made it out to be, Thomas. And I think I don't know if I would have. What's interesting is we'll never know. Is I don't know if if it was tainted because of how hyped you were. So my expectations were like I was expecting my first bite to be like that bite of heaven where you just like transported somewhere else, kind of like a Ratatouille kind of situation.
Yeah.
Like a
Right?
ratatouille.
So that's what I thought. And then, or if I would have been like you coming in here, having had it without any influence from either one of you and being like, this is the best thing I've ever had from a
Sure.
7-Eleven ever.
That's certainly the best thing I've ever eaten from a 7-Eleven.
I will give you that. It is definitely the best thing I've ever had from a 7-Eleven.
And can you imagine, Alex, if you have this, right? And imagine you're the kind of person that like commutes and goes to a 7-Eleven often, and now you have this to buy, which is like at a pretty good price. And I could see it becoming one of those things that like the more you eat it, you like you get really used to that specific flavor that it has, and you would probably crave it heavily.
That being said, it is delicious. It is
It's
fantastic.
Good.
It's
good.
Really great. It's great. I was just expecting this transformation, like this like come to God moment where I was like, this is but from what I saw online is that the one that you can actually get in Japan is even better. And that is probably, I'm sure the bite of that one.
I'm sure.
It would be a life-changing moment.
So here's what I'm going to add to this. And I'm glad you had a really positive take on it because mine is more negative.
Oh, shit.
Mine was close to the sell-by date.
Oh, geez.
And the bread was pretty dense. It was not.
Oh, no.
Soft.
My bread was not
soft.
So I knew.
My bread was fluffy.
It was within a few days, but I'm pretty sure that these probably have a shelf life of at least a week. So like probably 14 to 10 days is my guess. At most, just because it is like there's dairy, like most likely, like, or maybe not. I don't know what's in QP, but there is milk.
I don't know what's in QP.
So I don't know, but it when I took that bite, I was like, I could tell I'm missing the satisfying texture, and then that really took away from it. Therese was very disappointed because I gave her the same hype.
I gave Britt the same hype, and she wasn't. She didn't think it was all that in a bag of chips.
That being said, the ones that were in Hawaii, where they actually made them on site, were because this was at just a market. It was the Japanese style ones, but it wasn't from 7-Eleven. Those were wildly better than what I had. Here.
I will admit I was definitely nervous in buying one of these things from 7-Eleven. Just because 7-Eleven food.
I was too. Sure. I was too, Alex. And I saw that it wasn't just that. It looked like they had a tuna fish and a chicken salad sandwich that they're doing all three for. And so I looked it up because Therese was like, well, where do they make this? And so it seems like, and this is probably why it's kind of rolling out throughout the country. It says that they work with like local bakeries or commissary, like kitchens. And then
I'm sure there's no way they're sending that from Japan.
Well, but my concern was like in America, is this like more of an industrial process? So there's more preservatives here, and it's a centralized. These aren't centralized necessarily. They're within your city.
What's the food supply? Cisco?
Yeah,
right?
these aren't
the
Cisco. These aren't Cisco.
Yeah.
So there's so I also wonder if that's going to affect it, like because your kitchen might not make it the exact same way my kitchen does. You know, it's like mine just might not be as good.
Look, it was good. It was good, but from the reviews that I saw online, the milk bread is way better in Japan. And what we're basically getting here is just really fluffy white bread.
Yes.
Whereas milk bread over there is not just fluffy white bread. It's like nice and sweet and delicious. So
I'm
excited. Let's boys trip
to Japan. I'm in. Let's do it.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I probably won't come back.
They probably won't get let in.
Alex, you could buy a house there for like 40 grand. You wouldn't need to just pick up shop.
Perfect.
Live in the heart of Tokyo.
Send the wife and the kid over, never come back.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm ready to go.
Do we want to talk about our Survivor Fantasy League?
No, not yet.
No? Okay.
When does Survivor premiere? 25th?
Well,
I
yeah,
believe
but we
that's
want
what
to
you
promote everyone to
said.
join.
Oh, okay, sure. Go
Well,
ahead.
go join.
Yeah,
So
go join.
I mean, I do
Don't
have a
spend
game
too
to
much
talk
time on
about,
this.
but I'll be quick. So I announced last week we're gonna have a prize. We're gonna have a Survivor buff.
Oh, yeah.
Should the winner get an unranked buff or Survivor 50 buff? Because if we make this a perpetual
Ooh.
prize going forward, we could just get the season that they win. So you know what? We'll have both options available for the winner, and they can choose,
Sure.
and we'll send you whichever you want. I am
Okay.
gonna send you guys each an unranked buff. You tell me if you wanted
Okay.
them.
Hell yeah.
Should we do blue or black? You saw I had
Blue.
the dark blue on. Okay, we'll do
We'll
do the
blue.
because that
It's
is more of our
unranked
color. All right, so we're gonna have the unranked version of the Survivor 50 buff, but you'll be able to decide which version you want if you win this season. And I think we'll
And
probably just do that going
we
forward.
can't win.
No, but we'll have our own. I mean,
Yeah.
we can win, but the winner will be if I get first, whoever is not one of us in
Okay.
first will still get it. So that way a listener
I gotta say, so I signed up already on tribal-council.com.
yes,
and
slash
join the
I think
group.
slash unranked podcast it might even be because they
Slash-
let me
it
put in
might
a
even
custom
be.
thing.
I mean, it was the first, and I looked at all the players, and it was the first time that
Oh,
we've done
slash
this.
join slash unranked league.
It was the first time that we have done this that I looked at the roster and I was like, fuck, like this is actually like I gotta think about this. And this was
Mhm.
much more fun to pick from these players than it is to pick from the randos, because you don't know anything about the randos.
Well,
So
that's
to pick people that you know about is actually
yeah.
like I found it more interesting. Well, obviously we can't do it every time.
No,
'cause that's
but with
impossible.
episode 1 in particular, because episode 1, it's just like whatever. Like you're taking the biggest stab in the dark, right? That's why they always let you reshuffle after the first
Yeah, yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
But this time I was like, oh, this matters this
It
time.
matters right now.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure.
There's a lot of
Mhm.
people to root for. I'm excited for that this season. There's a couple of
Yeah.
people that I'm really hoping get kicked out early. Like truly,
Oh boy.
I don't care about the memes. I want Q out early. I want Coach out early. I want Q. I want Coach. I want
No,
Kyle.
I want
I want
Kyle
those
go-
three
I
out
want-
early.
Oh, I definitely want Kyle out early. I want Savannah out early.
I want Savannah out early.
I want Savannah.
I want all three winners out early. I want D out
Yeah.
early. I want Savannah
D,
out early.
I don't like D. Well, I say I don't like D. I don't like D. I'm not a fan. I'm not a D fan.
My question is do they know that Savannah just won? Because no one that is playing has seen the show.
Rizzo.
I think they know. I think
Rizzo
they know.
knows.
I think I heard that Jeff introduced her to them as the winner.
Could
There
be.
we go.
I think I heard that. But
If not, though, people were going to find out. People were going to guess that one of these two people won, right? To have two people, especially because
Not only
everyone's
that,
looking
but
at it
yeah,
and they're
but
like,
wait.
there's two winners here. There's three
But also-
tribes.
Yeah, but also that would mean for them not to say it, that means that Jeff would have to keep it a secret. And Jeff would say to someone like D, how does it feel being a winner? Standing here with people who haven't won. Do you find that you have a target on your back
but
being a winner?
everyone knows D1 because everyone's seen the
Yeah,
D
I know,
has won.
but Jeff would have to like keep that internal.
But okay, but here's the thing. They
Savannah.
did that with Russell, right? Russell went on and no one had seen him play. So like he played like a back-to-back season, I believe. Like his season hadn't aired when they were already
but I'm
filming
just
the next
talking
season.
about the
And they didn't
fact that Savannah won. I don't think they're going to say something like
No,
Savannah. I don't think Jeff would say something like Savannah. How about that immunity idol you found on the? No, like I think it's just the fact that she won. I think is something that I feel like they're going to tell them,
right?
That she's a winner.
Yeah, you might be right. I kind of hope they don't. It makes it more interesting if they don't, especially because if I were Rizzo, I would tell everybody.
Yeah, so then that'd be the end of that.
I'd be like, don't worry about us
let's
working
move
together. She won. I'm not working with her.
Yeah. Let's go to what are we up?
Link
next?
is in the show notes and in the Discord
yeah.
to go join. You can start late if you forget, but don't. Come join. We're gonna do a watch along during the East Coast time slot in our Discord is the plan.
Okay.
So there you go. February 25th, 2 weeks.
All right.
What were you gonna say? News?
Yeah. Let's talk about all the games that you had me watch.
Really quick, I want to talk a couple minutes. I've been playing a game. I actually downloaded
okay.
a lot of games. I went to go get a game that came out called Mewgenics. I'm really annoyed that this is only on Steam. It's awesome. I have some complaints with it, but I haven't spent enough time in it. I've probably played an hour or two. I haven't really put a lot of time into it. I got through the tutorial and I've done like a whole run, but other than that, I'm kind of ready to like reset.
Okay.
It is a tactics game. Think Into the Breach, Alex, except you're not getting like their moves pre-planned and it's not on a timer. Like remember Into the Breach, it was like I think like 5 turns maybe or something like that before like the earth starts falling apart and shit. Like, you have to like finish and you have to like then bail. It's not like that, but it is a grid-based tactical fighting game, and you have cats and you're fighting other people and cats, and your cats have buffs, and when you finish a journey, your cats go in a house and they can fuck and make baby cats. And every day, the cats can fuck and make more baby cats, and new strays come in, and you bring the strays into the house. And all the strays have their own perks and buffs. And so when the cats fuck and they make new baby cats have new perks, or they've combined perks and buffs. So what you're
What is
trying to
this
do is
fucking
get different cats.
Todoroki's mom and like dad trying to get the mom to
It is
basically rape the
100%
mom?
that. It is 100% try to make Todoroki. That is absolutely what this is. And so that's why
Wow.
it's called Mewgenics, right?
Oh,
You're
okay.
trying to make these like mutant cats. So once you take a cat through a complete journey, like they do a full adventure, they get retired. They stay in the house, they're alive. So you can continue to use their stats and everything, but they can't go out on the next adventure. You have to take the new cats out on that. This game apparently is like very deep. I've scratched the surface of it. Like there's like a lot to play here. Like it's not a very quick game. It's the kind of thing you can sit and play over and over and like go very far into, it sounds like. So I can't really speak to any of that because I haven't actually seen any of it. But from what I have played, I have one major complaint that's fucking driving me crazy. This game is only on Steam, and they clearly didn't even develop it thinking like, is this a good experience on the Steam Deck? Because it's not.
Okay.
The interface is really only built to be played with a mouse. It's really not built to be played with joysticks. So you have the fucking virtual mouse, but it's dumb because like I can use the D-pad to sometimes, like for certain things in the UI on the side, like selecting like attacks and things like that, I can use the D-pad. But then when I need to like select my character and move shit on the grid, I have to go to the fucking cursor. I can't just tap
Okay.
over. It's literally a grid-based game, and there's no way to just do the whole thing with the D-pad or the joystick, like without having a fucking vert. So it doesn't feel like anyone played this game for more than 30 seconds on a Steam Deck. They were like, does it run? Yes, it runs great. Cool. And that was it. Like this is clearly a game that is made by people that play with a keyboard and mouse and did not consider to optimize it for handheld. I'm going to continue to play it, but I'm going to be annoyed about it for a while until I just get over it.
But I'm not gonna have any fun.
I mean, look, I have a wireless keyboard and mouse upstairs. Like I might just plug it into the Steam Deck and play like that, like on the TV. But this is it's similar to Into the Breach. This is a game I want to sit and play in handheld. This is a perfect handheld game, but they didn't design the game to be played in a handheld experience. They designed it to play with the mouse and keyboard for no reason. They could tomorrow just say, hey, all those things that you have to select with a joystick that are in a fucking grid, you don't need to use the mouse for. You can just use the D-pad for. Just let me just press over one more time, and it would take me to that screen. Like, so. But otherwise, if this weren't on Steam, if this was somewhere else, Alex, I would be telling you like you have to play this game. While adding it to my cart, it was like, you might like these. And I was like, this game does look cool. So I added it to my cart. And then that page was like, you might like this. 3 pages deep in a row. They're all like roguelike. 2 of them were like kind of Balatro-like games. But I'm like, I bet one of these will be good. And they were all like, $7 or $8. But yeah, I'll probably report back next week with a bunch of indie games that I've never mentioned before because I just bought like 4 of them. So yeah, so there's that. That's all my thoughts on it so far. I'm excited to play more, but I'm just like, come on. Every game that's on console is coming to PC now. Games that were only on PC that will come to console inevitably. Don't put virtual cursors on them. Like, what are we doing? No one likes it. It's the laziest interface. It sucks in Destiny. It sucks in Call of Duty. It sucks in Mewgenics. It sucks everywhere. Okay.
Sucks.
It's a good game otherwise, though. I just hate the interface. News. A lot of video game news. My Virtual Boy has shipped. I will have it this Sunday. I'm very excited for my Virtual Boy screen. And there were... So, Tom, did you know that today's State of Play was going to be fucking awesome?
I mean, I knew it was going to be meaty, and usually when they're longer, they're better because they have tons of stuff to show. I didn't think it was going to. I'm not as kind of blown away as some people seem to be with it, but I think it was a strong
I'm not blown
showing
away
overall.
Necessarily from like announcements, because there were games that were here that were announced, but we hadn't really seen much of. We hadn't seen gameplay for it. But like, I came away with this, I think, with at least 10 video games that I'm like, oh, I plan on buying and playing this game, which is, I think, a lot for a single showcase to come across
but
that.
It's long too, It's not.
It is.
It's not a.
It was an hour
usual
and a half.
length for these.
That's true.
Yeah, but tons of good stuff in there. Yeah. So. Well, we'll leave that for last because that was the most recent thing. The other things that have happened this week. Helldivers getting a movie, going to be from Justin Lin, who's directed a good chunk of the Fast and Furious films, and going to be starring Jason Momoa, who seems like a great pick for a Helldivers film, and will be releasing November 10th of next year.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We'll see.
Cool.
We'll see how that does. Especially interesting considering it's a film mostly
Parody.
based on on a movie.
Yeah, totally.
But yeah,
I'm into it. I'm totally into that.
Yeah, I'll
watch that.
Justin Lin's made some good films.
Yeah,
and he fucking hates Vin Diesel. So
that movie just needs to be like stylized and action packed, and it will be fun. Mm-hmm. That's all it needs to be.
Agreed. Discord unveiled some really annoying changes to how their services operate. So unsurprisingly, Discord's team by default settings and ID verification announcement is going over well. Basically, what is going to happen is if you want to have full access to Discord, you will have to submit age verification to the Discord. There might be a little way around it. If you don't, it's going to tag you as a teen, and certain aspects of Discord will be locked out from you. We will. As someone on Reddit puts it, there is no universe in which I prioritize upload ID over delete account, which is how I kind of feel about it. We'll see if they reverse course on this. We'll see how.
Because the other thing they said was most people won't need to upload an ID because our bot, our system can look at their profile and tell whether or not they're an adult. And if it thinks they're an adult, they won't be asked to verify their identity. And so I'm like, how is that going to work?
Yeah. I mean, it shows how much
is it like an AI chatbot? I'll be like, I'm an adult. And it'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, I knew that. You're right.
It might be. It might be that stupid, Chris.
It
might
could be
just
that stupid.
be that
and if it is, then great. But if there's a great Discord exodus and everyone starts going somewhere else, then we will have to. Yeah, we'll have to find somewhere else.
I literally couldn't even tell you what the other options are. But yeah.
Well, I mean, the other options are to just make like a blue sky or something. You know what I mean? Like,
sure.
There's something like we'd have to figure it out. But we'll see. We'll see. And if you have suggestions, because I'm sure there are communities that are figuring that out because they're anticipating their community exploding. Let us know. You know?
Mm-hmm. Two major games and their development studios have been hit with layoffs. 2XKO, the fighting game from Riot Games, less than a month after its console release. So it released in like early access or beta last year on PC, and then it had like a 1.0 launch on PC and console in January. Riot, this is also a tie-in to League of Legends. hasn't gained an audience in enough time because Riot has laid off 80 XKO developers through fewer than 3 weeks after the fighting game's console launch.
Great.
And then simultaneously with that, as everyone kind of saw the writing on the wall, HighGuard, the developer behind HighGuard Wildlight Entertainment, has laid off a large chunk of the staff. A kind of skeleton crew seemingly will be kept on to keep the development going. I'm curious as to how that pans out, because from what I understand, they had a lot of stuff in the tank, so maybe they can deploy like a fair bit of content over the year.
Yeah, I mean, if the framework is there,
even...
Tom, then maybe they don't need as many people to at least just keep the lights on for a while and see what they can do,
and see if it holds on. But anyway,
I mean, you never know. It's happened. It's happened to games before.
It's happened. It's happened. Stranger things have happened. But yeah, so both of those studios unfortunately hit by massive layoffs, and it's just a game has to come out and be a hit. Otherwise, you're fucked. Is basically how it goes. Even I think the expectations on smaller games now, like you have things like Mewgenics, which granted is coming from a developer that has a passionate
it had
fan
a hit
base
with
from Binding
Isaac.
of Isaac,
Yeah,
exactly.
So.
But seemingly Mewgenics is going to be on an even bigger level.
Yeah.
But it's
no, it is. Its day one sales were like triple Binding of Isaac, so it's.
I think that one's gonna, especially with how much people seem to like it, that one's going to stay. But otherwise,
it is the highest score on our current season's. It's the highest rated game of the year so far.
There you go.
I mean, there aren't that many 90s in it. Oh, it dropped down to 89. Okay, well, never mind.
Dropped down to 89. Trash Tony Bennett.
But it's still the number one for the year. But like that's the thing. It's like, there's usually what would you say, like maybe half a dozen to 10 90s. Sometimes there's like more of these like smaller games that are like unheard of, but like I wouldn't count them within the
usually it's a single digit situation. Okay, and then we have the State of Play that just happened today, featuring a bunch of other games whose studios will probably have layoffs in the future. So here are some of the highlights. We have Kenna, Scars of Cosmora. This is a sequel to Kenna Bridge of Spirits that came out 2021 from Ember Lab, who were like an animation studio that decided to get into game development. Coming to PS5 and PC this year. I dabbled in that. I think we all tried Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Did we?
Yeah, I liked it, but I felt like that game needed a lot more polish, so I kind of bounced off it pretty quick. I was like, oh, this, and the like, what do they call the little creatures in it? The little like fuzzy guys,
spirits. I have I cannot remember. I
remember
about,
thinking
3 hours.
Yeah. Oh, this whole game is revolving around that. And so when this trailer started and they weren't even fucking to be seen, and we were in a totally new area, and I'm like, oh, they learned probably a lot in their feedback from that game. It was reviewed well, but not great. I was like, they could probably take all those notes and just like based on what it looks like we're fighting against and the spaces we're in, I'm already a lot more optimistic. Like, I'm like, oh, this looks like this can actually be a really good game that I'm excited to play.
I completely agree. I think that this is one of those classic situations where it's like, oh, the second game is the beloved one, and the first, this is a classic Assassin's Creed to Assassin's Creed 2 situation.
Not easy to make a Zelda,
No, certainly not. But the Bridge of Spirits had tons of design chops, and so if they can just make a game that lives up to that, that'd be great.
That's true.
So we'll see. That's coming out later this year. It's also simultaneously launching on PS5 and PC, so I think they really want to make sure that this is lands with a solid footing. Ghost of Yote's multiplayer expansion to Ghost of Yote Legends, which is kind of like a roguelike mode that they had for Tsushima as well. It is coming on March 10th, and it's free for anyone that owns Ghost of Yotei. Death Stranding 2 is coming to PC March 19th. That Bad Robot Games got an extended... That Bad Robot Games game, 4 Loop is what it's called.
Look, I'm always going to go to bat for my boy
look.
JJ, but he's never going to top boom blocks. Directors should stay out of games. Steven Spielberg knocked it out of the park. And I'm telling you, man, I'm not lying, because there are rumors the Wii is coming to the Nintendo Switch too. And one of the first
Wii
games,
Online,
one of
baby.
the first games I thought of, Tom, was like, oh fuck, I'll be able to play boom blocks. I unironically enjoyed that game. And I'd love to play it on a Switch where it could actually like not, because on the Wii, when you would hit those blocks down and there were too many, it would get like, it would slow down, the frame rate would have nice smooth boom blocks in. Spielberg's done it. I don't know what they're doing here. This doesn't look like it's gonna do well.
No, it doesn't look like it plays well. Although they do say it's in early development and they're doing testing, so who knows?
Stop showing it then.
Yeah, I would stop showing it. I would definitely not keep showing it. Okay, let's see, what's the next? Control Resonant got a extended gameplay look. This game looks fucking awesome. Showed off the fact that, you know, you're in this kind of Inception-like environment where the city's folded over itself and you can actually move around and change the gravity and change the perspective so that, you know, what is up is down.
Big
and what is
departure
down
from
is
the
up.
first game.
Very different, which I'm happy about. Like, as much as I would love to just play a Control 2 that is, you know, I was happy enough.
I think this looks sweet.
I think this looks awesome. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also very unique. Like, it doesn't feel like the fighting looks very clunky, and in a good way. I mean that in a good way. It's not like a fast pace, like you're getting in a bunch of hits and you know, he's got a big solid metal weapon. He feels like he's really, really bashing these enemies. And so I'm excited. Really hope this one does really well and is good. Game Freak's Beast of Reincarnation got another trailer showing off more gameplay and got a release date of August 4th. I think this one looks great as well. Looks like it's got a good parry mechanic. Always a fan of those. So we shall see about that.
It does look good. I'll be honest though, like when I look at the other games here and then the other games that I know are coming out this year, this is one that I'm like, I'll probably end up skipping. Like I probably won't play this. Right? Like it doesn't look like it's going to rise above a lot of other games that are coming out.
It will have to review very well.
Sure.
If this is just like, yeah, it's good, but like it has a bunch of problems and like other games do it, but then I'm out. Unless it's like, no, this is an incredible action game. Yeah,
I'm anticipating that it's not going to be the case, and that it's going to be a totally competent game, and it might be like pretty good. But I think it's just going to be, unless you're putting out like an indie, and even then it's like you get drowned in a sea. There's just so many games. There's so much competition, but there's so much competent competition as well. So it's just, I don't know, man. That one will probably do better than, what was it? Four
Loop.
Yeah, four loop is. I mean, that's
Fruit Loop.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing over there. Go on.
Mina the Hollower. Speaking of beloved indies, this game has been. It was meant to come out last fall. This is from Yacht Club Games, the developers behind Shovel Knight.
Yep.
There is going to be a demo for it that's exclusive to the PS5 that's launching tomorrow, or if you're listening now, it's out now. Unless you're listening now, as in live, and then it's not. It's out tomorrow. But it did get a new release window of spring of this year. So there you go. Star Wars Galactic Racer got a extended gameplay demo, tease some of the story, and it did show at the end, like, no, you are going to get to drive pod races. And I wonder if, like, the pod racing is just, like, its own mode. Because in that teaser, it was, like, all pod races at the very end. but the most of the gameplay you don't see a pod racer at all. So
Sure.
interesting that they're not leaning in. You'd think that they would be like, no, like this has got pod racing in it.
Well, but everyone knows what Star Wars pod. I think when I saw that shot, I thought that was just playing to the people that love Star Wars Pod Racer and want to be reminded that they can do Star Wars Pod Racer. But then to everyone else, this is Star Wars Racer. Like this is a different game. And so we're showing you all the different kinds of ships that you can race in. But then it's like, and of course we have the fucking pod racers, right?
I'm going to be totally
oh, here we go.
honest. Here we go. Here it is.
Yeah.
I don't think, oh man, I don't think racing games are good. I don't think, like, with the exception of maybe Mario Kart, anytime we play a racing game, anytime I play a racing game, we race for like, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 times, then we're done. That's it.
Yeah.
Game's over.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. We don't keep playing racing games.
No.
I feel like racing games get really boring after.
That being said, what about like a
few
platform
races.
racer, like a speedrunners game? Because there's stuff like that. There's new
Yeah.
speedrunners coming out this year. I think.
Yeah.
mean,
All
that-
I'm saying is that, like, this game, that's not to say this from what I saw that you sent me.
Yeah.
The game looks great. Like, it looks awesome.
It reminds me of F-Zero.
I think the problem with racing games is that, at least I do, I'm like, I almost expect it to be like I'm in a movie, you know?
Yes.
And it never is. And it's
Well,
like,
They stopped making games that played like arcade racers around the N64, and then everything
Yeah.
started to become simulation racers, and now I don't like them. Like the last time I really genuinely enjoyed a racing game. I mean, I had some fun with the extra modes in Horizon, but the cars still control too much like cars often in these games. Even the Hot Wheels game, it's like there's so much about like lane priority and drifting and stuff. And I get it because these games are built for you to spend tons of time in them now. So like they have these really high skill ceilings, but that is like the core gameplay loop now. And I do miss just arcade racing. I miss playing San Francisco Rush. I miss playing Rush 2. Those games on the Nintendo 64 were sick. There was one cool game called Blur, I think, on like the 360 generation. And it was like, what if we made a car game that raced more like those and like Mario Kart? And that was cool. But no, I pretty much agree with you, Alex, here. I will get this, but I anticipate I will play it not a ton unless it is like F-Zero. If it's like F-Zero and it has like a fun campaign to play through, I'm going to play a lot of it. If I'm just playing multiplayer, then I'm not going to play a ton of this. I'm going to hop in every now and then because I like Star Wars and not because I want to play that game. I didn't draft it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't draft this game.
Yeah.
This looks like a solid 75.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would rent it from Blockbuster.
Another one. There you go. Yeah, there you go. It would be like a night we would play at a sleepover.
It does look cool. Like when I watched the trailer, I'm like, "Fuck yeah, give me some Star Wars." Like this is cool. But I know
it's a game that I would go rent and bring over to your house for a sleepover. And
we'd have a great
play
weekend
that night. Yeah, that's
get
it.
some pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Now
that's
we're
it.
talking.
Stay up playing
I'm
that game.
coming around on this game,
and then never play it again. All right, what else? We got
Hey,
here?
you know, that sounds great.
That does
Okay,
sound good.
Konami had a string of games that it showed off, including the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2. So we've already had Volume 1. It came out, I think, 2024. It was Metal Gear Solids 1 through 3 and the original 2 Metal Gear games. Now,
I mean, the big
Volume
thing here
2,
is it's
MGS4.
Yeah, MGS4, and it's just a remastered textures and visuals and stuff. But they're not like they're not really going in and doing anything.
No. It's a very minimal HD.
Then we should spend minimal time on it.
Yeah.
Well,
but there was something that was shown at the end of it, which is the thing that I was very excited about, Tom, which is they had a trailer for, honestly, what looks like to me a game that Alex and I will fucking love. And that's that Darwin, the Squid game.
Oh, that game looks
Darwin's Paradox.
Yeah, that game looked great.
So at the you didn't get this part of the trailer, but at the end of MGS, Alex, there tomorrow. So if you're listening to this now, tomorrow on its release day, not live.
It's out now.
You can get a demo of Darwin, and they made a special demo where you're going through like Metal Gear levels and stuff, and it looked fucking rad. I don't know
this
why
game
they
looked
didn't
great.
put that video up.
This game looks great. Darwin's Paradox with an exclamation point.
Yeah, so that was
looks
another
like an
Konami
awesome
joint.
video game.
But I mean, honestly, though, like I love MGS4. Like that I played that game back to front when it came out, and it's like you can only get it on PS3. They never put it on anything else.
And it was on multiple discs, wasn't it? Because of Blu-ray? Oh no, it wasn't because of Blu-ray.
I don't think
the story was like they couldn't bring it to anything else because it was like
maybe that was the thing.
This could only be on PlayStation with their giant Blu-ray drive.
Yeah, with what was the name of those? The cell
processor.
The cell processor. So it's really cool that you can now play Metal Gear Solid 4 somewhere other than the PS3. Konami kept bringing the hits. A new Castlevania game, Belmont's Curse, is coming, and it's from the Dead Cells folks. It looks awesome.
Look great.
I love Dead Cells.
They did a Dead Cells Castlevania DLC, and Konami was like, "Fuck it, just make a new Castlevania game. You guys can do it." This is the game, honestly, out of all of the kind of side-scrolling 2D platforming Metroidvania games that we saw, the one I'm most excited about.
Especially after Castlevania's had a resurgence because of the Netflix show. The Castlevania Netflix animated show is so fucking good, and this had a lot of style in it.
Yes, it looked almost like they were leaning into and correct me if I'm wrong.
Like, it's very clear that show influenced the look of this game.
Yes. This is Sonia Belmont. It's not the character from the animated series. Yeah. Like I'm Castlevania pilled after both. Did you watch Castlevania, Tuna?
No.
Oh,
it's good. You'd like it.
It's
really
phenomenal.
Good. The animation's sick.
The story's great. The animation is unbelievable. Like literally, I think the only show that has kind of come close to me when it comes to reaching the choreography of like ATLA or Korra. Like
they're the team, Tom, to make an animated Metroid game. The animated Metroid show. They should do because the whole Metroidvania they nailed it with Castlevania. They should do it with Metroid.
Sure. Castlevania, both it and the Nocturne follow-up series, which is like set its generations later, are fantastic. Must-watch TV. And then Konami closed out with a look at another Silent Hill game. I guess they're just doing one a year, which seems to be the way they're sustaining the studio, because we had Silent Hill 2 Remake, and then we had F last year, and now we have Silent Hill Townfall, which looked really creepy. Guy's got this thing coming out of his chest that it also like injects back into himself. Spooky coastal town. Looked pretty cool. We got a John Wick. We have a John Wick video game coming out.
I can't believe it took this long for the John Wick video game to come out.
There is another one, and it was
mid.
Oh,
it
really?
was John Wick Hex, and it was made by. I think it was. People liked it, but it's not the John Wick game you want to play. It's
I think people liked it, but it was also like fine.
Top down.
Sure. Yeah, it was a top-down kind of. Did you ever play like the Lara Croft Go?
No.
Or any
John
of those
Wick
kinds
Hex
of games?
has
John
a
Wick
75.
Hex.
It's a solid.
There you go.
It's a solid game. It's not bad, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's a small indie thing that they partnered up with this guy that makes Thomas Was Alone is the game he's most known for. But this is a true third-person action, like Sifu game. Then we got the Marathon.
Gameplay trail. It does look cool.
There is that Server Slam that they announced, so we can try it for free ahead of time.
We should, because that will help determine whether or not I get this game and give it a chance. It being like half the price of a full price game now, which is a disgusting thing to say at $40, it also helps.
So Server Slam is February 26th through March 2nd.
21.
26th. We got an extended look at Sauros. It showed off its roguelike
That
systems.
game looks complicated.
Oh, dude, Alex,
It looked so complicated to
The
me.
f-
A little turned off.
Returnal is so unbelievable. That's what they made
are
before.
gonna like it.
You're gonna like this, dude.
All right.
It's
All right.
I trust
Okay.
them so much because the biggest problem with Returnal is that I just felt like it was too punishing of a game in its runs, and this one being like it's the same thing, but you get a little bit stronger every time you die. Like,
Yeah, there's
just
quality of life.
that is the difference I need.
It can be overwhelming when you're watching it without the context for the gameplay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
But it
is that sort of like Elden Ring,
so
like you need to
good.
learn the patterns while you're fighting, and
I think you're gonna like it. I'm not trying to hype it up. Like
I know.
the
Don't
egg
hype it up
salad
anymore. Let it
sandwich,
go.
But I
Let it
think
go.
you will like
Let
it.
it go.
no,
Let it
but
go.
Returnal was, it's like one of my favorite PlayStation game, like PS5 games for sure.
All right.
So,
and then Marvel took on Fighting Souls, unveiled all of its X-Men. We've never seen those, coming August 6th. That 6th.
Magic.
Date. And then Magic is one of them. Wolverine, Storm, and then Danger.
Yeah, I don't know who
is
the
the
fuck
character.
that
I
was.
don't know. I don't know who that is.
007 First Light.
Look good.
We got the
Got
story.
a trailer.
Looking for 009. That's
Well, I
a
mean,
classic.
we've had we've known that. Like, there was literally nothing in that trailer that was new at all. It was very
cool
bizarre.
though. I'm into it.
I'm sure
I gotta tell you, I have a
just
prediction for that
contractual
game.
Obligation.
The IOI is a developer that has it's earned its fan base by like continuing to update its games, but when its games come out, they tend to have a lot of UI problems or glitches that need to be patched, which is like kind of across the board for every video game these days. But like their games, I think player feedback has helped their games, and because they like engage in it and they are very active developers and they continue to put out more stuff, I think they've earned that reputation. But when you go and you now make a 007 game, you're gonna have a lot of people who aren't coming to your games because of Hitman. You're gonna have a lot of people that are coming to your games because of James Bond, and I worry that this game is gonna come out in a similar state, maybe a little bit more polished than their other game launches, but I worry it's gonna come out in a similar state. And it's not going to actually be ready in the first month. It's going to take a couple weeks or at least a week. And like people are going to get into it and they're going to be frustrated by stuff.
Wow.
And that is my concern with this game. I also would like to be wrong, but I am trying to set my expectations accurately because I'm a big Bond guy. And I really like the Hitman games. So I'm like,
Big Bond guy.
Big bunga.
I want this game to be awesome, but I'm worried that it's going to have a poor reception. Similar to like Star Wars Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws is an awesome game now, especially that it has had like technical fixes, but like it feels like every time someone gets a hold of a franchise like Star Wars or James Bond or something, it doesn't launch the way it needs to, and then it gets fixed a month or two later, but it's too late. Like you cannot get first impressions back. So I really hope that they're not launching this ahead of like when they need to. It's a concern I have.
All right.
Because I don't want to overhype it, because I do think it looks amazing otherwise.
You're definitely not overhyping it.
Sauros, God of War, Sons of Sparta.
God of War look fine.
Yeah, you know what? It didn't look as good to me as Castlevania.
No, it didn't.
It was a real.
Castlevania looked fucking awesome. God of War looked like God of War, like Joey made it in his garage last week.
I understand what they're going for. I guess I think
sort of storybooky.
Yeah, and
like bad
the
Pentiment.
fact that it's not just Kratos, like it's. I mean, it is, but it's not.
It's Kid Kratos.
It's baby Kratos with a spear.
Kratos Jr.
Like
I didn't care. I didn't like it. I didn't like the way it looked. I liked Castlevania more. I was kind of like, yeah, this is. Meh.
I didn't like the way it looked initially, like the first couple seconds, and then when I saw like the other monsters and stuff that were bigger, I was like, okay, this. I bet when I'm playing it on a TV, it looks a lot better than like when I was looking at it in a window on my phone, like because all the character art was so small. I understand what you're saying though, because I don't entirely disagree, but I do think there might be something there.
Maybe. Let me know. It's out today.
Yeah,
wait,
it's one of those
today?
where I'm like, yeah, it is Shadow Drop.
Oh, really? Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I'll play it.
All right,
I'll play it.
good.
I'll let you
me
know.
Yeah, let me know.
Let me
Okay.
know. Yeah, because
Let me
it's the
know.
combat because they say it's like we're bringing the God of War combat that you know and love and putting it in a like if it plays like a God of War game, then it's different. But from the look of it, I was kind of like,
I don't know how it's going to play like a God of War game.
Castlevania looked way better, not only just from like a design perspective, but also from I think a gameplay perspective too.
Yeah.
Needless to say, it's out, and we can hear. I'm waiting on people to play it before even considering jumping into it. Yeah, there we go. That was the state of play.
Beautiful. Challenges?
Well,
Yeah, we got challenges.
I have a
Well,
presentation.
let's kick the
well.
can
Oh
for the
my God.
presentation for next week, Tom. Just
Okay.
because like
Almost 11.
time wise. Well, yeah, let's do your presentation next week. Is that
Unless
all right?
it's a quick one.
It's quick.
I'm good with him doing it quick if he wants to do it quick.
Let's get it out of the way because it's already done.
Let's
All right,
do
fine.
it live.
Don't be taking too long though.
I'm not.
I'm just saying. All I'm saying.
Tiptoes was 40 minutes.
Tiptoes was 40 minutes long.
It's not a tiptoes. It's not.
That being said, Alex, we were. I mean, I was like tired by the end of it because we were laughing so much.
I mean, it
with
was
Tiptoes.
one of the funniest things.
It was Tom.
I
You
mean-
really did a great job. Oh boy, what the fuck is this?
Half of it was us just trying to catch our breath from laughing.
Well, him in the couch was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
It's amazing.
So Tuna wanted me to do a presentation on the Sasquatch, and Tuna, I would love a little explanation as to why this was the choice.
Because I figured you've been doing a lot of presentations lately. I figured this one would be easy. I was also, for some reason, I was thinking about how there was a show that came out back like I think like 2011 that was like the search for Sasquatch, whatever.
Yeah.
And like there was
There's
like
when those people had the picture of it in a cooler. It was like a costume. They were like, we found him.
Like there was a team. I remember this show. It was like, I think it was like searching for Bigfoot, something like that. And there was a team of 4, and like 3 of them were Bigfoot enthusiasts, and one was like a scientist that was extremely skeptical. And one of the guys, like, they show a clip of Sasquatch, right? And they go, this was on a camping trail. Okay. There's Bigfoot. And the woman goes, well, how do you know it's Bigfoot? And he goes, because it wasn't wearing a backpack.
All right. Well, this is the
Wait,
definitive...
really quick. Did I ever tell you about my father-in-law?
I just want to make it
This
clear.
isn't your fault.
I know.
I'm reclaiming my time. I'm reclaiming my time.
It's not your fault, but at the same time, it is the fault of you having Sasquatch up here.
Mr. Chairman, I'm
Dow is
reclaiming my
over
time.
$500,000.
Why
are we talking about that?
When I met
50,000,
my father-in-law, one of the first things he says to me, comes over to me, he's like, so what do you think about Bigfoot?
No.
I was like, excuse me?
That's
And
a
Therese
great
just
way
gives
to
me
mess
this kind of
with your
look
head.
like, oh, Tom, there was no mess in here. He's a big, because they're up in, Connecticut, and they used to live in Rhode Island, and that's where everybody a lot of people in that area, very adamant that Bigfoot is real.
Tom,
and then he asked me how the pyramids were made and about ancient aliens.
Bigfoot, how Bigfoot on a camping trail? How could that not be Bigfoot on a camping trail? He's not wearing a backpack.
Yeah.
He's not wearing a backpack.
Well, we'll
Everybody
find out
else
if
is
that's
wearing
in
a
my
backpack.
list of facts.
I've got a lot of love in my heart for Bigfoot. Let's hear about him, Tom.
The Sasquatch, also known as Saskets.
Okay.
Which is the language of the Stolo people of British Columbia. It means like hairy man. Sasquatch, also known as Bigfoot, is a legendary ape-like creature said to inhabit the forests of North America. Okay. And Bigfoot is considered a cryptid, which is a creature that is believed to exist, but there is no actual
Chupacabra, Loch Ness Monster, Jersey Devil.
To exist by who?
Mothman.
Like some people believe because he's not
like my father-in-law.
Yeah, like
okay, so
father-in-law.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus could probably count as cryptid, but I think Santa Claus actually probably is considered more of like a mythological creature.
No, see, this is bullshit. Kids will tell you he exists.
No, but Santa Claus is a man. That's the difference. These are creatures.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
fine.
idiot. Okay, so the physical description of the Bigfoot, the
Yeah.
Sasquatch,
Yep.
believed to be on the low end 6 foot tall, on the high end 10 feet.
10
Weight.
feet. This looks like the
somewhere-
Beast Titan.
It
It
does
does.
a little bit, which, well, I mean,
I mean, the
you know,
Beast
which
Titan
came
is very
first,
Bigfoot
right?
coded. Yeah.
Weight somewhere between 5 to 1,000 pounds, covered in dark brown, black, or reddish hair. Large footprints.
I don't know
up to
about these
24
ginger
inches long.
Bigfoot.
You're not a fan of the
I
ginger.
don't know. You know what? Harry and the Hendersons was kind of gingery. That's
Well,
fair.
let's keep.
Oh,
the
sorry.
presentation rolling.
Let
Yeah,
me
we're
let
doing
me
it.
let you get back to
going.
your
Keep
presentation.
it
That's
going.
awesome.
Long arms, broad shoulders, strong odor, often reported, and usually
Okay.
seen walking upright. Where
Okay.
is he found? Or they, or she, or they? We don't know.
Right.
Most sightings, quote unquote, occur in the Pacific Northwest, Northern
Camping
California.
trails without wearing a backpack.
Sometimes people claim Sasquatch is found in Alaska, although the Canadians have their own Sasquatch thing, or
There's
parts of
Yeti, his cousin.
the Midwest. Yeah, and what
Right.
is it? A Wendigo.
Yeah.
It's like a whole
Sure.
thing too.
A lot of people in like the
Um,
Rhode Island, Connecticut area believe that Sasquatch is there as well.
Yeah, some people believe that it's all
Anywhere
over
where
the
there's a
place.
forest.
So this is the zoomed out full frame of the first image that I showed you. This is from the Patterson-Gimlin film. This is the kind of definitive
Yeah.
Sasquatch
There's the Bruder,
sighting,
Right. That's the classic.
which is clearly
Look,
just
he's
a
moving
man
down
in a
and to the
gorilla
left.
suit.
Right.
So this was filmed in 1967 by Roger Pattinson and Bob Gimlin. Shows a large hairy creature walking through the woods, often called Patty,
Okay.
and still debated today. Some believe it is real, others say it was a man in a costume. Which,
Yeah.
I'd be one of those people.
Mm.
So there is a
Fuck.
bunch of
That is the most Chad Sasquatch I've ever seen. Also, kind of
Yeah.
looks like a Klingon.
Yeah.
how far back does the Sasquatch date in terms
Ooh.
of concept? Indigenous tribes have stories of hairy forest beings. The Lumai Nation speak of a being called Semiquez. I can't pronounce that. And as such, stories involving the Sasquatch describe it as like a forest guardian, a spiritual being, or a supernatural figure. So it's something that has existed before the colonization of America. So some of the evidence that people claim to have found, obviously the back, not if someone's in the woods not wearing a backpack, they
I like
could
that
be
these
the
are
Sasquatch.
like these aren't indentations in the ground of the feet. These are raised.
Yeah, I
profiles
mean,
of
I don't
feet.
know what this is from. I just Googled Sasquatch footprint, and this
It
was
might
the
be
best
AI
picture.
generated.
Yeah, it really could be. Footprints. So some people have claimed that they've seen footprints, like big human footprints. Some people have claimed that they've recovered hair samples. There's audio recordings, and obviously people claiming to have visually seen it. However, the hair samples have been tested and been matched to existing animals. Obviously a lot of these with like the footprints have been hoaxes where people have planted it. And obviously,
No.
Yeah. Can
Wow.
you believe it? Can you believe it?
No, I can't. I cannot believe it.
So why are scientists skeptical of the existence of the Sasquatch? Well, considering that there's no bones or bodies that would,
oh, come on. What?
link such a creature to existence, no verified DNA. A large mammal also would leave behind some evidence,
Sure.
like a trail, or food that it's eaten. Obviously, we don't have any of that. And, Jesus Christ, we live in an incredibly dense, ultra, wide surveillance state and
Can
all
I
we
just-
have is
Yeah.
like the crappiest fucking footage.
Can I just say the show that I was talking about was called Finding Bigfoot, and it was on Animal Planet in 2011. It had 9 seasons and more than
Hell yeah.
100 episodes.
Hell yeah.
How the hell did they get 100 episodes of content out of this
Look.
fucking thing?
Look. And then obviously they also point out, well, there's really kind of no such thing as just like one creature, right? Like usually there's there's a family, there is a species, there are.
Well, you got Yetis. Right?
Right. So one of each. I gotcha.
You got the cold. You got the cold squatch.
The
You
cold
got the
one,
forest
right.
squatch.
Oh,
Yeah, just like Avatar.
Yeah.
One for each element.
oh my God.
Theories
I had
about what
concepts
Sasquatch...
for a hot squatch, but never
Hot
came to
Squatch
be.
is fucking funny.
Yeah.
Theories about what the Sasquatch could be. People think, you know, it might just be an undiscovered species. People might think it's surviving an offshoot of apes that
That's
somehow
where
is
I'm at.
still existing.
Mhm.
People think it could be misidentified bears, which I think is maybe the most likely answer.
That's true. If you've ever seen a bear that's standing on 2 feet, it's fucking
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, it looks like a Sasquatch, I'm sure.
Yeah,
So
sure.
there's numerous reasons why people may believe it exists. And then Bigfoot in pop culture. So Sasquatch appears in, actually, as Tuna mentioned, Finding Bigfoot, 100 episodes of amazing television. Movies such as Harry and the Hendersons, and the Sasquatch has been seen in video games, and there are some towns even hosts festivals after the Sasquatch.
Mhm.
And in all of my sleuthing, I actually did uncover what I believe to be an accurate photograph of the Sasquatch.
Okay. Here we go.
Mhm.
Here we go.
So I found the first photographic evidence.
Yep.
Of,
Did AI do this? It looks
no,
good.
no. This is
This is
pure.
real.
Is this?
Yeah, this is real. This is real.
Those
Yeah.
glasses were like, are they the now glasses or are they the olds?
They look like the nows.
They look like the now. They look,
nows.
yeah. Okay.
They
Okay.
look
Yeah.
like the now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there
Alex,
we go.
the freckles look
first-
good on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lose the stash.
Yeah.
Keep the beard, lose the stash.
Some would say sharing this kind of image. Moving on.
It's not racist. You're white.
Right. Yeah. Am I? Yeah. Let's go.
Also, he
Keep
could be a
going.
bear.
True. That's right. Yeah. Are we done?
Yep, that's it.
No, thank you. Okay, let's take it down. It's freaking me out. The distance between the bottom of my nose to the
Nose
top of
and
my
the
lip
lips,
is way
yep.
too long.
All right, we played Metroid Up and Out.
Yeah.
Up and Out. Tom once again must have hit his button late or something, so he doesn't have a 30-second clip. I don't know why this always happens, but Tom's always missing the beginning of like the start part of it for some reason.
I mean, look, I'll tell you this.
Or
I
maybe
pressed it
maybe your run
as-
is over 30 seconds.
I mean, well, we'll see.
Let's see. All right, here we go.
I had a lot of trouble with this. I thought this was really hard. I looked up the speed run. I did not come anywhere near the top 10 times on speedrun.com. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Alex and I
sound?
are neck and neck. Tom is a little behind us, but the pacing of it is weird. Ooh, Alex and I are
Mhm.
right. Oh, Alex has pulled ahead a tiny bit. Oh, shit. That was a sick set of jumps by Tuna. Fuck. Oh.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, no! No! Are you serious?
Tom, you put in work to get an S because that took me a
You
long
did,
time.
Yeah, you
That
did,
was
you did.
hard.
You did.
Tom,
You did.
Fuck!
with last place 28 seconds, me 26 seconds in second, Tuna At 29, Tuna has just been cleaning up. Man, you got to 25.
Can you share
piece
that
of
real
shit.
quick? How did you do the first jump?
Wait, you didn't look it up?
No, I didn't look it up. I don't cheat.
got
You know what,
Look
Alex?
it up.
You know what's funny, Alex? I looked it up and it didn't help me. Like I played enough before I looked it up. It was just timing I had to get down. It was like
Yeah.
I knew what I had to do. It's just I had to do it fast enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alex and I
okay,
are
you can
like
jump around
deadlocked.
it.
And then, yep, see, I had a slightly slower jump. And then Alex has a perfect triple jump right here. It's so clean and fast coming up.
There it is.
Oh, real piece of shit work there from Tuna.
Fuck.
This was hard. This was
Fuck
really
it, I'm
hard.
just gonna cheat. I'm just gonna cheat in the future.
What do you mean cheat? What cheat? What are you talking about cheat?
I'm just gonna look because I looked at that thing. And I was like, there's got to be a way around this.
No,
thing
that was
quicker.
good. Tom, you did well. Tom, you did well. In fact, you would have beaten me if I didn't give it another go today because I struggled to get that S class.
Mm.
And I was like, honestly, I don't know if Alex put in as much work in this one. He's got a lot of wins. He might just half phone this in. I was like, it might be good enough if I can just scratch that S. And when I got the base S, I was like, I'm done.
Scratch that S.
Scratch that S.
Scratch that.
The next
S.
game we're gonna play is in Grand Theft Auto. I'm gonna give you the exact details of it once I figure out how you guys play it. I know we played it on the Xbox One. I'm pretty sure you have it digitally, Alex. You just have to re-download it.
What is it? What's it called?
Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, 5. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
we're-
the challenge?
I'm gonna give you the exact details later outside of here, but
Okay.
the base premise is that we're all gonna have to go to the same place. You can do it in the online is what I'm gonna have you do is go to the online mode in a private server so that there's no other players. Because I don't want you to have any of the abilities from the single player, and I want you to have no gear. So like, dump all your gear and everything. And I'm gonna send you to a place and we're all gonna have a specific thing we're gonna try and have to do in the game.
Okay.
I have a couple different ideas. I meant to test it. I forgot that that I had to have it today. So I don't want to tell you which one we're doing yet until I test them
fine.
because
That's fine.
if they don't work, I need to come up with something else.
Right.
But yeah,
Mhm.
join our Survivor Fantasy League. It's posted in the Discord if Discord still exists. It is in the show notes where you can get to it. We also have a YouTube channel. So if Discord disappears, like I don't know, we'll have to see what happens with all of that stuff. Alex.
State of Play was Play to Stay, and we hate Pidove, Pidove. We don't like that Pokemon. We put it at the bottom of the list. I think everyone agreed. Tom watched a show, but now I can't remember what it is. Chris watched the Pitt. He's all caught up.
I also watched Hijack season 2. We started that.
Oh,
Boy, is
Hijack.
that
There
a
you
piece
go.
of shit.
Is it bad?
I mean, the first season was
Boy,
bad
is that a
too,
piece
but
of
it's great.
Suck it.
Dan ranked.
Shit.
Suck it.